Why are you so mad?
There's no way out. I didn't think about the exit clause. This is the rest of my life. If I can't win,
win what?
This is my reason to get better at Melee now.
I don't understand.
Once Zipper pulls it up, but basically,
okay.
Play the tape.
One more for the. Oh, pudding pop. Coming soon.
Okay, so you've lost some sort of bet.
This is
you have to say that.
A line from the Aristocats or something?
I don't know.
It honestly doesn't.
I don't know.
It could be anything. Josh is really good at doing a thing where he makes you play video games against him for some sort of nebulous, like arbitrary stakes that mean more than any amount of money. One time, he just came into the house. I think I said this, and he's just like, "Beat my Jigglypuff, win a prize." Beat my Jigglypuff, win a prize, and it's all he said. He said it like 20 times, and finally, to shut him up, I attempted to beat his Jigglypuff and win a prize. It took me like 20 something tries, very hard, and I did it. Still haven't got my prize. One of
You didn't have a prize?
That's fucked up.
I told him this because
up.
I remembered after this Aiden thing. And then another time he's like, okay, if I beat you with my Pichu, you have to say you have to put the word tubby in every sentence. So like, I'm tubby tired. Or like, I'm tubby hungry. Or like, that was a
like Xenon.
Yeah. So Aiden, what happened?
We were hanging out. We went to go get breakfast. We were talking. Josh was getting some documents and things. And we're going over some matches and like mental preparation for just competing in general. And he's saying a bunch of like nice, positive like things to me and giving me a lot of constructive feedback. So I'm feeling really good. We go back to your house and we cross. You're having all this renovation work done. So we're like walking by these like two dudes fixing your home with like video game controllers. We're going to go shut the door and play video games. And then Josh, we sit down to play for a bit. Josh gives me a new controller to try, and we're going back and forth. Sheik, Marth. It's going pretty good. It's like I'm winning maybe half the games. And then we were also talking about how stakes in matches outside a tournament don't feel like real or adequate enough for practice. So he suggests that we do a different type of bet where if he wins, anytime he says the phrase puddin' pop, I have to say, coming, sir, like that. Anytime.
That is miserable.
And we sit down and we play Marth Sheik, and I get 3-0'd. And I lose so quickly, and I'm so sad, and then he immediately starts ripping it. And after losing the match, I realize there was no time frame for this bet. There's no exit clause. It doesn't end until we establish a new set of terms over a new match to set me free.
Yeah.
And he gets to use this as much as he wants. And then also I had forgotten that evening I was running the league that I've been running that Josh is going to be at. And I have to TO and be around him all evening. And so I'm in a small enclosed space with Josh trying to run the tournament. And at any given point, he just lets, "Oh, puddin' pop," rip from the corner of the room. And then I just have to say it. And he says it over and over and over. And people are looking at me like I'm insane because I have to keep saying, "Coming, sir," in that fucking cadence and accent. And then I have to my only option is to literally run away from it until I'm out of earshot. I have to be at a distance where I cannot hear it, so that I can safely comply with the bet.
Right.
And that is where I'm at right now, living in fear of Josh because he can say it at any time in any public space and I have to comply.
What would you have won?
I don't even remember.
See, that's what he does.
That's
He
sad.
just challenges you. You're like, well, I could beat.
What you win is that you got to beat Josh and you realize you hurt his ego. Like,
Yeah.
you want that.
It is big.
You want to be like,
Yeah.
you're not as good as you think
I beat
you
Josh's Marth that took a tournament over Sunsei last year, and I get to have that.
You
He's a
would have
little
got
trickster,
that.
huh?
Yeah, of course he's a trickster. Let me ask you this: do you think he was sandbagging when you guys were playing friendlies?
No. I think I got nervous because the first game was close. The first game was close, and I choked, and then I collapsed.
Debios.
So it was good reps.
It was. It did provide the necessary stakes.
Yeah, next time you play Cliche, just remember that he can do this.
Anytime Cliche says, "Oh, puddin' pop,"
Yep.
It sounds up until the bet like he was making a move. Like you sit down,
Right.
and he's like, "Yeah, so we actually need steaks for it to like kind of work."
Maybe I was groomed.
It really does
Yeah,
seem
dude.
like
The
a-
whole
a
morning
glo-
gassing me up, giving me
No,
confidence.
like you're actually really good. Oh wow, you're winning half the games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're a
Because
hustle.
the
much more
night
sinister-
the night before at Verdugo, I had gone game 5 with West Balls, and I fuck up the 5th game, and I'm like, we're going over that, and he's talking to me. He's like, you're getting better, man. You just got to clutch up in this situation and do this. It's like, but it's looking really good.
He's just
And
in
then
his mind. He's just like,
I just got glazed for an hour and a half. And
Josh
then,
has been spending years trying to convince people he's no longer evil, and he's actually at an all-time high of evil. I think.
yes.
Um,
Thank you. For
I
someone
think
says
that,
it.
I think that he is the worst he's ever been.
Okay.
worst?
this is the thing.
I don't. Oh,
This is what I do to you guys.
I think maybe he
On the setup.
It's more insidious than it used to be.
That's what I'm saying. I think it
It's-
goes deep. Before he'd just have baby rage.
Yes.
And it's like that's unfun to
He'd
be
baby
around.
rage
But
and
now he's trying to get into your psyche. He's
he'd
trying to
hit-
change the rest of your life.
He'd hit you with general Australian harassment, and you just have to deal with like the bombardment of phrases and comments about your play.
Yeah,
But
that's what
now it's-
Kalen does.
Now it's like symbiote. Like
Kalen's like an orc grunt. He's like the default unit that comes out of the barracks, and it's like, yeah, it's a solid unit. But Josh is like the priest with all the spells. And he can like mind control you and shit.
I learned that if you don't play his game, he can't take it. He freaks out.
if
and
you don't play his
And he
game.
acts like he doesn't care, but he really cares.
Ooh.
He really cares. You don't play his whole game.
God,
He's like, "What? You don't want to hang out with me?" And I'm like, "No, Josh, I don't."
but what if he hangs up the setup? Then he just takes the ball and goes home, right?
But he can't take it. He's gonna think of another game. And he's gonna hope I play that one. I'll never play. I'll never play Josh, man.
You just refuse to play his games.
I used to play his games.
You don't like to play his games anymore.
No. Well, I do like playing his games, but I like not playing them more because
Wow.
it means that now I'm playing the game.
Because you're winning the game that
Yeah.
you're playing.
I'm winning the
bigger
meta game,
Yeah.
that outside game, which is his game is control.
take away
It's Jordan
Josh's power.
McDennis, the game of games.